So let's begin the discussion of sample question paper given by CBSE. Keep the video on, Aparna, Anila. Try to keep it on. I hope all of you went through this general instruction. Okay? Beforehand, before the exam, kindly read the general instruction of all the subjects because each subject is different. You got me? The instruction for each paper is different. And as you know, the question paper is having 3 parts. Part 1, 2, and 3. Part 1 is compulsory for all candidates. You have to attend part 1. And if you are not being clear with this instruction, don't worry. You can find the instruction just before each and every section also. See, instruction from question 1 to 18, attempt any 15 question. So before each section begins, there also you can find the instruction. Okay, so don't sit on these general instruction for a long time to understand the question paper. But still, as you have time now, read and understand this and keep it ready. Question paper is having 3 parts, 1, 2, and 3. 1 is compulsory for all. And 2 is regarding analysis of financial statement. That is our next book. And 3, you don't have to bother about 3. We don't have 3. Part 3, you may forget about it. It is computerized accounting. You have to attempt only one of the given options. Then, coming to part 1. Again in the part 1, you can find A, B, C. Section A, section B, section C. Section A is having 18 questions. 1 to 18 is section A. And from 19 to 36, you have, that is section B. From both A and B, you have to attempt any 15 questions each. From A, 15. From B, 15. Like that, it is 30. Not that from A and B together 15. No. From A, 15. From B, 15. Together, you have to attempt any 30. And from C section, you can find questions from 37 to 41. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 5 questions are there. And you have to attempt any 4. Okay? From C section, any 4. Coming to part 2. Again in the part 2, you have section A and section B. Section A is having questions from 42 to 48. You have to attempt any 5. And section B also, you have questions from 49 to 55. You have to attempt any 6. Okay, so like this, how many? 15 plus 15, 30, 30 plus 40, 45 questions. You have to do 45 questions. Actually, you can find 55 questions in the question paper. All together, there are 55 questions. Out of this, 45, you have to attempt 45. And your marking will be out of 40. That is a different thing. 45 questions you have to do and your total marks will be out of 40. Okay? So, now don't get tensed regarding this general instruction. Coming to each section also, you can find the instructions. So, and one more thing, immediately when you get a question paper, whichever subject, I'm not only talking about accountancy, any subject, don't read right from the beginning. Don't directly jump to the questions. Don't do that. You will be getting cool of time. You will be getting enough time to read and understand the question paper. So always start from the beginning and read. From the heading, right from the heading, you should read. Okay, and after all, you're having the model exam, so definitely you will be getting familiarized with the question paper. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so see the question number 1. It is an easy one, I would say. Gain or loss on revaluation at the time of change in profit sharing ratio of existing partners is shared by dash, whereas in case of admission of a partner, it is shared by dash. What is the answer? Yes, revaluation. You will prepare revaluation account, you will be getting a revaluation profit or loss. At the time of change in profit sharing ratio of existing partners, how will you share it? And during the admission, how will you share it? Yes, those who have attempted the question paper, please give the answer fast.
Option B.
Option B. Option B is the right answer. I hope the concept is clear with everyone. Existing partners means there is no new partner coming in, the same partners are there. So definitely the whatever the profit or loss will be shared with all of them. But at the time of admission, the new partner have no business, nothing to do here. So it is with the old partners only. Clear now? Okay, move to the second question. Please read and find the answer. Okay, so let us see this. Calculate the amount of second and final call when Abhijit Limited issues equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of 40%. So 40%. What is the premium amount? 10 into 40 by 100. That is rupee 4 is the premium amount. Okay. On application, now this 10 rupee, 10 rupees, how is it collected? On application, rupees 3. On allotment, 5. And always remember the premium amount mostly, or it is always, not always, but still if nothing is mentioned, it is always collected with allotment, premium. If it is collected with some other installment, then it would be separately informed in the question. If nothing is mentioned, always keep it in mind, the premium will be collected along with allotment. So this 5 doesn't mean, what is this 5? It is not the allotment money. It is actually 1 plus 4. 4 is the premium. Premium is collected with allotment. Okay. Then on first call, it is 2. So how much is for final call? How much is for final call? Femina, Irfan, please keep the video on. Karthik, how much is the answer?
Ma'am, option B.
Option B, 4. Okay, so 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 6. Then 10 is the money issue price. Then 10 minus 6 gives you 4. Okay. Then coming to the third one, that we haven't discussed it in the class. I just told you, informed you how to take the ratio, but we haven't done this in the class. Anish Limited issued a prospectus inviting applications for 2,000 shares. Okay? 2,000 shares. So how many shares are there with the company? The company is having only 2,000. Okay, 2,000 shares are there with the company. Okay. Applications were received for 3,000. Received for 3,000. And pro rata allotment was made to the applicants of 2,400. 2,400 pro rata. So it is understood that the rest 600 is rejected. Okay, that much is clear. If Dhruv, there is a shareholder Dhruv has been allotted 40 shares. He is given 40 shares. How many shares he must have applied for? That is the question. Keep the videos on, please. Keep it on. Okay, so how do you find the ratio? Ratio is 2,400 applications are received, and for that we have only, the company is having only 2,000 shares. Okay, that much is clear. 2,400 shares are asked for, applied for, but company is having only 2,000 shares. So find the ratio of these two. What is the ratio? What is the ratio? Tomlin, tell me the ratio, please.
6:5.
6:5 is the ratio. This means that for 6 shares, 5 shares are given. Those applied for 6 shares will get 5 shares because only 2,000 shares are there with the company. Those who applied for 6 shares will get 5 shares. Okay. So, Dhruv, if Dhruv has been allotted 40 shares, how much did Dhruv receive? Dhruv received 40 shares. So, for how much did he apply? You can do it. You can apply the mental max. How much is it? Irfan? Is it okay till now? So quickly you can say that 5 into 8 gives 40. So 6 into 8, 48. Or you can solve it as 40, cross multiply. 40 into 6 divided by 5. Or no need to find the ratio also. 2,400 into 40 divided by 2,000. This way also you will get the answer. From here, cross multiply from here. Not from there, sorry. This would be 40, no? Yeah. 40. 2,400 into 40 divided by 2,000. That way also you will get the answer. Is this question clear? This is very important question. So what is the answer? Option C is the answer. Why the videos are all off? Yes, is that question clear? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everyone. Okay. Moving to the next question. Ambarish Limited offered 2,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. Of these, 1,98,000 were subscribed. The amount was payable as 3 on application, 4 on allotment, balance on first call. If a shareholder holding 3,000 shares has defaulted on the first call, what is the amount received on first call? So there is call scenario. A shareholder holding 3,000 shares has made default in payment. So how much did the company receive on first call? Tell me the answer. Keep the video on. Tomlin, you got the answer?
Ma'am, option B.
Option B. Can you explain?
Ma'am, 1,98,000 into 3.
Hmm.
That's 4. Minus 3,000 into 3.
Very good. Yeah, that is one way. Okay. So here actually there are 2 lakh equity shares, but you don't have to consider this 2 lakh because this is the case of under subscription. Under subscription, we have received applications only for 1,98,000. So we have to consider only this 1,98,000 shares. And from this 1,98,000, the one of the shareholder holding 3,000 shares did not give the payment. So you can also go this way, 1,95,000 into 3. 3 is the final call amount. Or you can do as Tomlin said, 1,98,000 into 3. You'll give get what is the answer? 1,98,000 into 3. How much?
5,94,000.
5,94,000. Then default is made. Okay, 3,000 into 3. So 9,000. Minus it. Then also you will get 5,85,000. Or you can directly do it based on the number of shares. We have 1,98,000 shares, but for 3,000 shares, we did not get the amount. So 1,95,000 into 3. This way also you can do, or the other way. Question number 5 is very easy. What will be the correct sequence of events? Forfeiture of shares, default on calls, reissue of shares, amount transferred to capital reserve. What is the answer? Irfan? Are you there? Fifth question, what is the answer?
Is it C?
Option C. So first, default on calls. Number 2 happens first. Then, so default is made, definitely that will be forfeited, cancelled. So 1. Then the cancelled shares are reissued. 3. Finally, the 4th one. So option C. Now go for the sixth question. That is a very, very important question. Even that also we haven't seen such question before. Please try to find out. Then I'll explain. First you try. Yes, how much is the answer? Yes, 30,000. Right answer, Karthik. Did everyone get? Who else got the answer? And before the model exam, I request everybody to learn this sample paper. I have set the questions the same way. Yes, fast. Others, Anila, did you get the answer? Okay, so let me discuss it. Arun and Vijay are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio 5:1. And you can see the balance sheet. The machinery value is given. If the value of machinery reflected in the balance sheet is overvalued by 33.1/3%, find out the value of machinery to be shown in the new balance sheet. This is actually overvalued. So there is some value. We don't know how much is that value. Okay. So let's take original value as X. Okay. And this given value 40,000 is actually overvalued by 33.1/3%. That means X plus 33.1/3% of X is equal to 40,000. This is the data given to you. Okay. So this 33.1/3%, you can make it as a fraction, improper fraction. 33 into 3, 99 plus 1, 100. So X plus 100/3% of X is equal to 40,000. Now, remove this percentage. How will you remove it? X plus 100/3 into 1/100 X is equal to 40,000. So this becomes 1/3X. X plus 1/3X is equal to 40,000. Okay. Now find out the value of X. So when you solve this, it becomes 3X plus 1X by 3 is equal to 40,000. Cross multiply, 4X is equal to 40,000 into 3. X is equal to 40,000 into 3 divided by 4. So this becomes 30,000. Okay. Yes, clear? Okay, so move to question number 7. Anjo, tell me the answer for 7. Which of the following is true regarding salary to a partner when the firm maintains fluctuating capital accounts? Okay, so the case is about salary. What to be done? What should be done with salary? Okay, when the capital accounts are fluctuating. Yes, keep the video on and tell me the answer. Everyone try. Keep ready the answer. Yes. Debit partners loan account and credit P&L appropriation account. That is option A. Debit P&L account and credit partners capital account. Debit P&L appropriation and credit partners current account. Debit P&L appropriation and credit partners capital account. Anjo, are you there? Anjo is not there. Aditya, can you give the answer?
Ma'am, is it option D?
It is option D. Option D is the right answer. So Aditya, can you explain?
Ma'am, when partners.
Yeah, answer is right.
When partner salary is given, you credit it in partner's capital account and fluctuating capital method. Only one account is there.
Yeah, only in the fluctuating capital method, only single capital account is maintained. Okay, then anything else?
Profit and loss appropriation account.
Yeah. So salary is an appropriation. So that we'll write it on the debit side, salary. Then in the capital account will be credited. So salary credited to salary. So P&L appropriation is debited and capital account is credited. Okay. Okay, next one. Irfan, go for the next one. At the time of reconstitution of partnership firm, recording of an unrecorded liability will lead to Irfan.
Loss to existing partner.
Loss to existing partners. You are right. Option B. So when there is loss, definitely that will result in the loss of existing partners. Whereas if it is gain, it is beneficial for the existing partners. So option B is the right answer. Try the next one, question number 9. Yeah, that's easy. Do it. Give the answer. E, F, G are partners sharing profits in the ratio 3:3:2. Okay, E, F, G. According to partnership agreement, G is to get a minimum amount of 80,000. So 80,000 is guaranteed. Guaranteed. Okay. And any deficiency on this account is to be personally borne by E. If there is any deficiency, that is borne by E. Okay. The net profit for the year ended amounted to, so what is the net profit? 3,12,000 is the net profit. Okay. Calculate the amount of deficiency to be borne by E. That is the question. Quickly do it and give me the answer in the chat box. The ratio is 3:3:2. 3:3:2. Yes, right answer. Aditya. Yes, Karthik, right answer. So as I always say, MCQ, the question paper is MCQ, but don't take it lightly. Do the questions, work out the numericals, improve your speed. Go through all the questions. Yes, Aparna, Hana, right answer. And as you have the sample question paper, so many question banks with you, after learning each chapter, try to work out each and every sample papers. Set your own time. Okay, timer, set the timer and do it. Try to find out how much you could complete. Yes, Anila, right answer. Yes, Tomlin, you didn't get?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anjo,
No, ma'am.
got the answer?
No, ma'am.
Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Listen. So 3,12,000 is the net profit available and the ratio is 3:3:2. So how much will E get? E will get 312,000 into 3 by 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8. 3 by 8. So that is 1,17,000. And F will also receive 3 ratio only. Okay. 3,12,000 into 3 by 8. That will be 1,17,000. And regarding G, it is given that we have guaranteed him that 80,000 will be received. But actually, according to his ratio, okay, how much is the ratio? 2 by 8. According to his ratio, he is getting 3,12,000 into 2 by 8. He will receive only 78,000. Okay, actually 80,000 is guaranteed, but as per his ratio, he will receive only 78,000. So how much is the deficient amount? How much is less? 2,000. 2,000 is deficient. And who's going to bear that? 2,000 is, it should be borne by E. It is also directly given in the question. Any deficient amount, it is going to be borne by E. So deficient amount is 2,000. Okay, coming to question number 10. Yeah, give me the answer, please. We have done the same question, same thing in the class. This case, at the time of admission of a partner, what will be the effect of the following information? Okay. Balance in workman compensation reserve is 40,000. And there is a claim for it, 45,000. So what should be done? What is the answer? Hana, give me the answer.
Okay.
Option C. Option C. Very good. Option C. 5,000 debited to revaluation account. So actually only 40,000 is there in the reserve. 40,000 only is available, but there is a claim for 45,000. So this means that 5,000 is actually increase in liability. Increase in liability. So increase in liability, where do you show it? In the revaluation account, debit side. Increase liability increase, you will show it in the revaluation account, debit side. Okay. Okay. Moving to question number 11. Yeah, that is the easiest one. Okay. Quickly give me the answer. Anjo, that you can try. Very easy one. In the absence of partnership deed, a partner is entitled to an interest on the amount of additional capital advanced by him to the firm at a rate of, yes, Anjo?
D.
Option
D.
D, right? Option D. Not entitled for any interest on their additional capital. In the absence of partnership deed, no need to provide IOC, no need to collect IOD. How is the profits shared? How is the profit shared then, Irfan?
Equally.
Equally. How about interest on loan? Anila?
Ma'am, 6%.
6%. Very good. That is a very important area. Please learn, everyone. Those who don't know. Okay. Go to 12th one. Question number 12. Revaluation of assets at the time of reconstitution is necessary because their present value may be different from their Aparna.
Ma'am, market value.
Market value, right? Market value. Okay, do the next one. Question number 13. Do it and give me the answer. If average capital employed in a firm is 8 lakh, okay? Average of capital profits is 1,80,000 and normal rate of return is 10%. Then value of goodwill as per capitalization of average profit is, do it and give the answer. So what is the formula? Karthik, what is the formula?
Ma'am, goodwill is equal to capitalized value of average profit minus net assets.
Yes, right. Capitalized value minus net assets, or you can say average capital employed. Both are right. Okay. Capitalized value is equal to, how to find the capitalized value now? Profit, average profit 1,80,000 into 100 by NRR, reverse 100 by 10. minus average capital employed. That is also given. Minus average capital employed 8,000. Do it and give the answer. Yes. Where are the answers? One lakh 80,000 into 100 by 10 minus 8 lakh. Yes, Aparna, Hana, Anjo, right answer. Irfan, did you get the answer? Yes, Anila, right? Aditya, yeah, correct, correct. Anjo, where is your answer? Yeah, very easy. It is 10 lakh, option A. Yes. Option A, 10 lakh. Okay. Then tell me the answer for 14 quickly. In which of the following situation Companies Act 2013 allows for issue of shares at discount? What is the answer? Aparna, what is the answer?
Ma'am, issued as a sweat
Equity issued at sweat equity. Yes, it's almost time. I wind up with this. So the shares are issued. The shares can be issued either at par, premium, or discount. But to the public, shares can be issued only at par and premium. Shares will be issued as sweat equity shares. It is the only case where shares are issued at a discount. And coming to sweat equity shares, what are they? What are sweat equity shares? Sweat equity shares. What is that, Karthik? Sweat equity?
Ma'am, it is given to their existing
The shares
shareholders.
that are issued to the existing workers, employees, or directors of the company for their valuable services. Okay? Yeah. So that's it. I stop with this. See you in the next session. We'll continue doing the questions. Okay? Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.